Welcome to the channel Smart Kiddos. Today we're going to continue teaching Scratch It coding. What are we going to learn today in this video? Today we're going to learn how to make a space invader or space shooting game in Scratch. So let's start. All right, I have created a sprite here. This is my spaceship sprite. Let's start with the code for this sprite. So I'm just gonna drag here when clicked. Okay, when clicked, we want the sprite to start right over here in the bottom middle. So I'm gonna drag a motion block which goes to the location I want. Okay, in the beginning of the game, the spaceship starts here. We also want to set a backdrop, which is a space themed backdrop. So I'm going to hover over this and I'm going to choose a backdrop and I'm going to type over here space. So I get a lot of options. I'm going to choose the stars backdrop over here. And I want to make sure that I drag this switch to backdrop. So choose this stars because that is the name for the backdrop. All right, I've created a very small sprite here. This is going to be our laser sprite. Okay, let's look at the code for the laser sprite. So when clicked, we want the laser sprite to hide. Okay, and for the spaceship, make sure to drag a show. Now, why are we hiding the laser sprite in the beginning of the game? Well, the reason is the laser should not show if the user is not clicking on the space button. If the user clicks on the space button, then the lasers should show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag here, create a clone of myself. So basically, this block of code just creates the same sprite again and again multiple times. Okay? All right, I have dragged here when I start as clone. So whenever the space is clicked, a clone of it is created of the laser and we want it to show. All right, so I cannot drag a specific X value for the laser because our spaceship is going to move left to right. So the laser should follow the X position of the spaceship. But the Y value for the laser can be constant since we want it to start at the top of the spaceship over here always. So for me, this laser sprite, the Y value, okay, for me it seems like it's -1, so I'm going to type it here. Okay, the spaceship sprite, I have dragged this block of code. So when the game starts forever loop, meaning all the conditions inside will work continuously, if the key right arrow is pressed, we need to change X by 10. So it's going to move to the right 10. And if key left arrow is pressed, so you have to change by a negative value since it is left. And it's going to move 10 to the left. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to create a variable. I'm going to make this movement. Okay? So basically, what is this variable going to do? This movement variable is going to help our laser sprite. Okay? Okay, I have dragged change movement here 2 times. Whenever the right arrow is pressed, we want the spaceship to move to the right, and we want to change this variable by the same value, 10, as the block previous to it. Same thing, if key left arrow is pressed, we're going to move the spaceship to the left by -10, and we're changing movement also by -10, the same value as the block before it. Why? Because movement corresponds to the laser sprite. So it's going to follow the same value for the X for the spaceship. That is why I've dragged movement over here so that it follows the X value of the spaceship always. Let's test this out. I'm clicking on the green flag and I'm moving. As you can see, yes, the laser is starting at the exact top above that pink circle here, but we want the laser to move all the way to the top of the screen. Okay, I've dragged over here, repeat until touching edge. Edge means the edge of the top of this screen over here. So repeat until it touches. So basically, before it touches the edge, we want it to move, change y by 10. So it's going to change y by 10, meaning go up continuously by 10. So, and once it touches the edge, we are going to stop. It'll stop working and it will delete the clone so that it'll disappear or go away. Up next, the obstacle. I'm going to choose a sprite and I'm going to search for rocks. This kind of looks like an asteroid or something in space. Okay, I'm going to create another variable, guys. This is going to be called points. Okay? I have changed the size of the rock to 70, just a little smaller. Cool. So now let's look at the rock sprite code here. When the green flag starts, we're going to set points to 0 because in the beginning, no one scores any point. We're going to start fresh, points to 0. And we're going to broadcast rock move, which I'm going to show you later what this does. But this message basically makes sure the rock is going to start anywhere at the top and it's going to move down. Okay, so in the beginning, the rock should move down. Forever means all the code inside will work continuously. If touching laser means if the rock touches the laser sprite, the rock is destroyed, right? So basically, we're going to hide it. We're going to hide the rock and we're going to broadcast the same rock message. So it's going to go to the top and move down. Okay, so whenever the laser touches the rock, it's going to move up immediately and it's going to move down as usual. Okay? Okay, we're gonna wait for a few seconds and then we're gonna change points by 1. Why? Because the laser touches the rock is destroyed. That's good. That's why we're changing points by 1. All right. Here's the code for rock move. Rock move broadcast basically means the movement of the rock or asteroid. So, what does this do? When I receive this rock move broadcast, which we're broadcasting here and here, we're going to go to a random position and set y to 11. Basically, it's going to go to the top because y to 211. All right. But the x can change to a random position. It can go maybe all the way to the right, all the way to the left, middle, anywhere is possible. Okay, let me just hide these variables. All right. So we're gonna also make sure that this rock is showing. Okay. Now, forever. So all the blocks inside the forever loop will work continuously. We're going to change y by -5. What does that mean? Well, y means the vertical, and -5 means it's going to move down continuously. And as it moves down continuously, if the y position is less than -140, meaning it's all the way down here, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here, anywhere down, we're going to again make sure it goes to the top. So it can go anywhere in the top because of random position, and it's gonna, be at y to 11, and then, it's going to go down. We're almost done. Now I've dragged a code over here. When clicked, forever means all the code inside will work continuously. When the game starts, if point is equal to 5, so the laser touches the rock 5 times, we're going to broadcast a win. So what does this win do? I have created a backdrop which says you won, you got 5 points. And in the code section, this is the backdrop section over here. I have dragged when I received the win broadcast, switch backdrop to won. Now remember, when I receive win means the game is over, the player has won. We have to hide the sprite and make sure all the code in the sprite stops working. So make sure you copy this code for all the sprites. This is important code. In the spaceship sprite, drag this over here. Forever. If touching rocks. Now what if the spaceship touches the rocks? So the rocks touches the spaceship before the spaceship shoots the laser at the rock. What happens? Game over. So if the rock touches the spaceship, game over. So you lost. So broadcast lost, and do the same thing here, similar to when I receive win. When I receive lost, hide and make sure all the code in this sprite doesn't work, because game is over and none of the codes in the sprite should work. So copy this code and paste it for the other sprites also. Lastly, I have created a backdrop called lost. And in this backdrop code over here, when I receive lost, switch the backdrop to lost. Let's make sure to show the points variable in the game. Last but not least, make sure to set movement variable to 0. Make sure to drag this code. One final thing, make sure to drag a forever loop for both of these for the laser sprite, so that when you win or lose and the backdrop shows, the laser doesn't work at all. Let's test this game out. I'm going to click on the green flag. Okay, I'm going to try to get the rocks, clicking on the space key. Alrighties. Okay, we got 5 points, we won. Let me try the game again. Okay, let's see. Oh, I touched the asteroid. Game over, I lost. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Bye!